What if you could start Cyberpunk 2077 in a totally new way? For years, we've had the same three choices: Corpo, Street Kid, or Nomad. But what if you didn't have to choose? With the upcoming release of Update 2.3 set to bring a bunch of fixes, tweaks, and possibly new surprises, now might be the perfect time to revisit Night City with a fresh perspective, and this mod is offering exactly that. It introduces a fourth life path, a fresh start that supposedly blends the sleek world of a corporal with the rugged freedom of a nomad. Is this just a cool idea, or does it actually change how you roleplay in Night City? Well, I decided to find out. I've played through this new beginning and I'm going to break down exactly what's different and whether it's genuinely worth your time. So the mod is called New Life Path Intro Fresh Start, and it's from the modder Deceptious. This isn't just any random modder, by the way. Some of his work has literally been integrated into the game itself with recent updates. One thing to keep in mind, you need to own the Phantom Liberty expansion to use this mode. But if you haven't bought the expansion yet, what the hell are you waiting for? And on top of that, you can skip the required missions before starting Phantom Liberty, unlike the other life paths. The idea is simple, but really cool. Yurvi used to be a corpo, left it all behind to ride with the nomads, and now you're coming back to Night City for a fresh start. So yeah, I'm gonna create a totally badass character, because I'm obviously amazing at character customizations. I'm not. And here it is. So instead of waking up in a fancy Arasaka apartment, or smuggling a lizard across the border, your game starts at the Orbital Air Terminal. You answer a few questions from an orbital air droid, and there's even a cool close-up of your character on the terminal's security cameras. It's a nice little touch. And waiting for you are some familiar faces. Misty is waiting for you near the stairs, then Jackie shows up, and the two of them greet you like an old friend coming home. And finally, the driver who picks you up is none other than Vic. Honestly, I wasn't ready for that one. This custom intro immediately sets a completely different tone. You're not some stranger Jackie just met 5 minutes ago. You're an old friend coming back home. It's a small touch, but it works. And it makes the start of your journey feel totally unique. After that intro, you get the usual montage of V and Jackie tearing up Night City. So, what's the real game changer here? It all comes down to the dialogue. With this mod, your V gets access to both corpo and nomad dialogue options for the entire game. In those conversations, while you used to be locked into one point of view, now you have more choices. You can connect with a suit like Meredith, using your inside knowledge of the corpo world, then turn right around and have a real, authentic bond with Panem, because you actually understand what it means to be free. It just creates a much more complex V. You're not just a corporal who got kicked out, or a nomad who's new to the city. You are both. That duality adds this fascinating new layer to every conversation and lets you build a V who's more adaptable and maybe a little more jaded than any of the originals. Honestly, it feels less like a gimmick and more like a real expansion of who your V can be. Hey, if you're getting something out of this look into Cyberpunk modding, it would be awesome if you hit that like button. And if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. It's a huge help to the channel. Alright, now let's talk about the downsides. So, does this mod completely change the whole game? The short answer is no. While having dual dialogue options is incredible for roleplaying, the main story, the quests, all the big stuff, that all stays the same. You're still on the same main path and your big choices will lead to the same endings. Yeah, you still can't save Jackie. Sorry folks. And there's another pretty significant trade-off. By default, the mod disables the original life path specific side quests. The creator did this on purpose, since quests like the Corporate or Warpigs don't really fit with this new hybrid backstory. You can turn them back on with a console command, but it shows that this mod is all about changing the narrative flavor, not adding tons of new content. It's also worth being careful with other mods that alter the life path scripts, as there is always a chance for things to conflict. So let's get back to the big question: does this fourth life path mod actually change the game in a way that matters? For me, the answer is a huge yes, but with one more major condition. If you're jumping in hoping for total story overall with new missions and endings, this isn't the mod for you. But if you are a long-time player who loves the world of Cyberpunk and just wants a fresh way to experience this story, then this mod is an absolute must-try. Just the fact that it integrates a new life path so cleanly into the game is seriously impressive on its own. The Fresh Start mode is great because it improves the most important part of any RPG, the role-playing. It gives you a more nuanced, flexible and interesting character to play. If you have already played the original 3 life paths to death, this mode is the perfect excuse to dive back into Night City one more time. It isn't a new game, but it absolutely makes the game feel new again. So if you want to try this mode and experience the 4th life path yourself, you'll find the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.